Alrighty, welcome back to Chattin Action.
Oh, finally.
We're live, watching UFC 248. I'm here with Brian and Cody this time. Cody, my brother.
Special guest here. So, first fight here, Dana Becquerel versus Guido Canetti. Yeah, both these guys early prelim fights, so pretty inexperienced, especially UFC wise. Dana Becquerel only has one UFC fight, and he lost by unanimous decision. And then Guido Canetti lost his last fight in the first round by submission. So, yeah, both these guys kind of iffy with their records, but still looking to make a statement here. Both of them pretty old too. Canetti's 40, and then Becquerel there is
30.
He's like 30.
I think he's 30.
Here. Yeah, he's exactly 30. Yeah. The thing with Canetti too is all his losses have been finishes. He's never lost, but he's always either been knocked out or submitted.
Right.
In all his losses. And the last fight he had, he got wrecked by some mean knees in the clinch. He was getting his face dented in.
Canetti did.
Yeah, by some knees. So we'll see if Becquerel can look to exploit Canetti's subpar defense.
He looks pretty fucking old.
Yeah, I mean, when you're 40 like that, you do start to slow down, start to look to preserve yourself more as opposed to. Oh wow, nice leg kick. That was good. Caught Becquerel there, really off guard.
There, you were muted actually.
So you guys didn't even know I was here?
Nope.
Well, now they do.
Sorry about that.
Ooh, Becquerel caught him with a good jab. Got Canetti with a good jab there.
Oh,
Ooh.
Damn, Canetti's swinging.
He's swinging for the fences. He probably wants to make a good statement here after such a long hiatus. Not fighting since 2018, so.
And how many fights does he have left at 40 years old, you know?
Yeah, I know. I mean, but he hasn't had a lot of fights to
Right.
begin with. He's only had
Good combo.
Yeah, Becquerel caught him
13.
there. What kind of name? I'm sorry, that's rude. I was gonna say, what kind of name is that? But it's like it's his name, so.
Becquerel.
Canetti's looking scared there.
Yeah, Becquerel comes from a good kickboxing background. But you'll see he's a basic striker. He throws basic combinations, but they're quick combinations. They're fast. They're not very unique. They're nothing to, be surprised about. But they're fast. And you'll see in the clinch too, if he gets taken to that point, he throws very well. He'll throw anything from the clinch to try and move and get a better position on his opponent. He'll throw just blind elbows, just a lot of things, just to see what can connect.
Right. Oh.
Ooh, good combination
by
by Canetti.
Big left hand there.
Canetti throwing wild, but it looks like Becquerel's just trying to feel him out.
Becquerel's got a really wide stance too.
He does, yeah. He is the distinctly taller fighter. I mean, you can just see it there. Tried an oblique kick from Canetti, but didn't land. Yeah, you'll see with Becquerel, he gets warmed up in later rounds. He'll start to really let it fly.
Oh.
Second and third rounds.
Oh,
Canetti's caught him twice with that leg kick and has been able to knock him down.
He followed up with a good body kick too. Canetti almost got caught.
Canetti does bring good pressure. I'm surprised he's not advancing. In his last fight, he was advancing a lot, but that may be because he lost the last fight. He may not look to advance in this one. He may look to have back.
Oh, and he's out!
Oh my God!
He might be
What
out.
a
This might
left.
be it.
Down.
Oh
That's
my
it.
God,
Ground and
That's it.
Fight's over.
Wow, Becquerel
Holy
with the first
shit.
round. Last knockout in the first round.
God damn, that
Fast
left hook was
strike.
fucking vicious.
Wow, that was nasty.
He doesn't know
Holy
where he's
shit.
at.
Yeah, Canetti is just. Oh man,
It's time to hang it
that's
up.
rough.
40 years old. I told you.
Wow, that was a nice. Was it a left, right? Yeah, the looping
Left
left
on the
hand.
jaw.
Wow,
Ooh.
right on the butt.
He was out before he went down.
Damn.
Yeah, very Fedor-esque, according to Joe Rogan there. Yeah, that's very. Just a big looping shot. Oh, wow. What a good one.
I told you, his name's Dana.
Mhm.
Dana White wouldn't let him lose.
No, yeah. He'd
With
put him
that
against
name?
the match if he knows he can win. Yeah, but very impressive.
Damn.
Good fast strike. Caught Canetti so off guard.
He's fucking big, too. He's got fucking huge shoulders.
Yeah, so he's 30, coming into his prime. He could show out well here.
Dude's got an 8-pack.
Early prelims starting off strong in bantamweight. Very nice showing by Bakariel and Kennedy. Looks to be okay, but wow, he took a shot.
Yeah,
He took one right to the
he got
chops.
cracked.
Ooh, that was rough. Good fight, good precision by Bakariel. Figure this one would be standing because of Bakariel's kickboxing background and Kennedy just being a basic striker. That's 4 different pronunciations of his last name we've heard so far. From each of the announcers and from Bruce Buffer.
This is pretty awkward.
Yeah, it's always tough when you have a fighter that doesn't speak English.
Yeah.
It's always tough to get the translator in there and
Do you think Joe Rogan's thinking like this motherfucker doesn't know what I'm
What I'm
saying
talking
at all?
Well, I was wondering that watching some of these fights, I know a lot of the dudes on these cards don't speak English. They have a translator, and the ref is talking to them, and he's telling them instructions like, "Don't grab the cage, don't do eye poke
Right.
stuff like that." I'm thinking the whole time, these dudes have no idea what the ref is saying right now because he's saying it in English, and they don't understand. These guys have no idea what he's talking about. So it
They might know basic terms though.
maybe, but like and that makes you think too, like maybe like grabbing the cage and things like that were allowed in previous organizations that they fought in, but they're not allowed in the UFC.
Yeah.
So
And it might be just like instinct to
they
like
kind of they kind of like have it allowed in other organizations, so that might be what they're used to. But then when they come to UFC and they can't do that, they either don't know or they just don't care.
right.
Well, first knockout of the fight card tonight, and we'll see how many more we get tonight.
I hope there's a lot more.
That's one down.
This next fight, we might not get a knockout. Both these guys come from wrestling backgrounds, so this one might
Chances
spend a
are.
lot of time on the ground. Yeah, Jamal Emmers and Giga. I was big on Giga going into this next fight, but I was watching Jamal Emmers, and he's nice too. He's good with it. So
Yeah,
he's
you were
very-
saying he has really good
he's a
wrestling.
very precise wrestler. He will take his time before he shoots for even one takedown, but he'll get a read. He'll throw good combinations, try to feel out his opponent, know what he's doing, and then he'll go for a takedown. In his last fight, he didn't go for a takedown until the 3rd round, and he got it perfectly. He shot for it and got it immediately. So both these guys coming from wrestling backgrounds is gonna be
But you were initially rooting for Giga Chikadze.
yeah, Giga, because he's a kickboxer. He does have good wrestling, but he's a kickboxer and he has a big, massive kickboxing record. 38-6 in kickboxing with 22 knockouts. So he's a big name in kickboxing. He went through Glory Kickboxing for a while, did really well. He's done really well in his MMA career. Right now he stands at 8-2. So he started off very decent. He's only 31, so he's super young with a record like that in kickboxing. That's crazy, in my opinion.
Jamal Emmer's got a pretty good record himself, with 17-4.
Yeah, Jamal Emmers. This is his debut, I believe.
Is it really?
I believe so.
Yep.
Yep. UFC debut was in what was it? JFC, LFA, sorry, which is UFC's like lower circuit, I do believe. He had one there that was a good win in a submission arm triangle. Very impressive in that one.
Oh, and yeah, that's right. He beat Corey Sandhagen,
Hmm
who's
Also in LFA.
but now in the UFC, and he's a beast.
Yeah, so
He's
and
on
that's
a
his. How many?
6-win streak right now.
Yeah, but his last.
Oh, it's his only loss.
Is it his only loss?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, to Jamal. So there you go. I mean, this guy could be something, making his UFC debut today. And on a big UFC event, granted in the early prelims, but still, it's nice to be on a UFC event like this. I'm sure plenty of people will be watching.
He looks pretty fucking jacked.
Yeah, he's very nice. He's very calm in the ring. Doesn't get too hyped up. Doesn't get too excited or too active, anything like that. He's calm, collected. Both him and Giga. Giga is very, very impressive too. And thing with Giga's last fight is it was ruled a draw. It was called a draw at the end of the match, but was overchanged to a win for him
Oh shit.
by split decision. Yeah, so it
Wonder
was
how often that
it
happens.
might have been a miscommunication, something to Bruce Buffer, because Bruce Buffer did call it a draw at the very end. A lot of people did think Giga won, and it did get overturned to him winning.
Can we
I
do
don't
that
know
for
what-
Paul Felder?
And Dan Hooker. Yeah, can we move Paul Felder into the fight instead of Dan? No, I think Dan's gonna do great. I like Dan going into that fight. Granted, I do think he lost that fight against Paul Felder. I think Felder, you know, Dan got gas in the last 2 rounds. Paul Felder still kept going, took it to him. Granted, Paul Felder looked terrible at the end of the fight. He looked like he got his face mashed in by a 2x4. But
Yeah.
he really did take it to Dan.
Yeah, it was close.
It was definitely close.
Should have been a draw, if anything.
Yeah, if anything, really. Then here's
Oh,
a fight coming up later.
I
Zhang
can't
Weili
wait
versus
for this
Joanna.
fight.
Thing I didn't know about Joanna is she's had her 3 losses or 3 title fights.
Are they really?
She lost the title to Rose, rematched Rose and lost again. Then went up to Fly, lost in the vacant title fight there, and now she's back down to Straw, fighting for
Good luck.
this title.
I
So
would
so
not
all
wanna
her
fight.
losses, her 3 losses have come in title fights.
Zhang Weili is intense.
And yeah, Zhang Weili really took it in her last fight, in her title fight. Oh my gosh, she just ran at her and just strike after strike. It's gonna be fun to watch this one. I feel like they're gonna go to war.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, again, the Emily Whitmire fight and Poliana Viana fight was canceled today in the early prelims. Emily Whitmire rushed to the emergency room, still under unknown circumstances. But
Probably
we here do
mostly
believe it.
due to weight cut.
Yeah, a lot of people seem to believe it is due to the weight cut. And weight cuts are always brutal for fighters. It's always, it's tough to cut down, And that's why who did you say wanted to try and be a triple champ in the UFC?
Paulo Costa.
Paulo Costa wanted to be a triple champ. I don't foresee that ever happening. No. Not just to him, for anybody. I don't see anybody being a triple champ in the UFC.
It would be too hard to be that active.
It's too much to bounce around like that. It's just too much for you. You should just stay single champ. I think we won't see a doubles champ for a while after Amanda Nunes retires or loses. I doubt she'll ever lose it. She'll probably retire before she loses it. But
man.
I think that's I think she's gonna be the last one we see. I mean, Cejudo's vacated the flyweight.
Who does Nunes fight again next?
Felicia Spencer.
And
that's
she's
a title fight, right?
She's tough as nails. Felicia can take a punch. I've seen her get whacked by Cyborg. Man, she can take it.
Yeah.
Wow, she's nice, but Amanda's a different animal. But we'll see.
True.
Maybe Felicia Spencer has something in her game we have yet to find out, that she can really take it to Amanda.
With all these rematches, I wish they gave it to Duran to me.
Yeah, I'd like to see Duran to me.
Does Felicia have good ground game?
I think she's got.
She's good off her back.
I'm gonna say because then.
Yeah, she has captured a few submissions.
If she takes some notes from Nunes' last fight against who was it that she fought last?
Jermaine Duran to me. That was the last UFC of 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a close fight.
That was close because she took her to the ground a lot and.
Yeah.
Put her groundwork to the test.
I believe Felicia Spencer does come
maybe
from
she'll take some notes from that fight and
see if I can.
You might have a new champion, maybe.
Maybe.
But
I mean,
we'll
she
see.
cracked Cyborg in that fight.
She did, yeah. She cut her open with a big elbow.
Yeah, and that was the first time she ever got cut open.
Oh yeah, Felicia Spencer. She's got a BJJ background. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fares her very well on the ground and in the clinch.
She's gonna definitely try to take Nunes down, keep her on the ground as much as possible.
Yeah, she's an aggressive grappler too, which will benefit her very well against that. So hopefully that's something we see. Hopefully she'll adopt more of that grappling in that fight.
Hopefully Nunes is working on that, getting prepared for that fight.
Yeah, but Nunes is an animal though. She's one of my favorite
She's
women's
tough.
fighters ever. She's
tough as nails.
They're both tough as nails. It's gonna be a slugfest, I think. Quick knockout here to start. Wow.
My bets are going smoothly and as planned.
I was gonna say
all my parlays.
One down.
One down.
Was Batgirl the favorite?
13 more to go.
Yes.
He was?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. One down. What?
10 to go.
I got 6 to go actually.
That's in my 11-team parlay.
I didn't make any bets. I think I've lost too much in
I made a few. So
I'll give you
you
100.
100.
Safety bets too.
I did.
I'll spare you 100.
You'll spot me.
I'll win probably about 600 tonight.
You think so?
Oh yeah. No, I can feel it.
You
It's
just
in
bet
there.
on all favorites? Or
No.
you spread it around?
I spread it around pretty evenly.
Yeah, he did.
You know, I got
but you had
backup bets.
Romero winning.
I got
on all of
backups,
them, right?
just in
Nope.
case Romero
I got
freaks.
one with Romero winning just in case.
Oh, you do? You're not
Just
even.
in
You're not
case.
even with your guy.
Yeah, no,
Dude, I got one against O'Malley too.
What?
I ain't following him no fucking alley.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I ain't Snoop. Fuck that.
Yeah, the guy he's fighting, Jose. wait,
I don't know.
I-
Yeah,
I
Jose.
I only have Romero
Yeah.
in one, just in case he does land a clean shot. Okay,
Dude, he can knock him out.
I'm just saying.
You want to see Easy getting knocked out?
I don't. I really
You
don't.
mean knocked down?
No,
He's
knocked
been-
out.
He's been
knocked out cold.
Oh, in his previous
Yeah.
set.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
yeah,
before the
yeah,
UFC,
yeah. In his
'cause that's
what did he do? He did kickboxing.
it's
right?
not true
Yeah.
until I see
Okay.
it. It's a myth.
It's not real.
Yeah.
You should leave the
not.
room now before you see it.
Alex Pariah.
I,
Watch this shit.
sorry,
Oh,
it's probably the only time he's ever been.
Wow,
knocked
look
out.
at Izzy there. He does look younger, like facially, but body wise, he does not look like
Ooh,
he's changed.
oh, I
Hold
thought
up,
that was
nose.
gonna be it.
Ooh, that would have been nasty
The
though.
leg.
Oh, here it is.
Oh,
Oh wow,
left
he got
hook.
laid out.
with a left uppercut.
Look at him.
Ooh.
He got knocked out. Swift goal.
That was the.
But I mean, that's in kickboxing. You know, he has much more defensive tactics here that he can utilize.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot different, but because you got the ropes and
Mhm.
different gloves and
that was the turning point in his
rules.
career where
When
he
he went
said,
to MMA and said,
"I
"I'm
will
never
never
losing
get
again."
knocked out again."
That's like Zhang Wei Li. She lost her very first MMA fight.
And
And ever
that's
since
it.
then,
Yeah.
That's it.
never
Whipping
lost.
ass.
She's just been destroying everybody. So
Sometimes that's what it takes, you know.
is one loss, and you're
Yeah.
like, okay, let's.
I don't want to go through that again. I'm just gonna continue to work hard and get
But you know
better.
what happens is they have an undefeated streak, and then when they lose that, they lose a lot after that. Because that was Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva had a big winning streak, right? Then he lost to Weidman, and ever
then
since
it
then,
went
it just
downhill. Ben
straight
Askren.
downhill.
Ben Askren gets kneed to
Yeah.
fucking Jupiter from Masvidal, and then
meets Weidman's shin.
One of my favorite fights is the Silva and Izzy fight,
oh yeah,
Yeah.
especially when like Izzy
Anderson's-
starts taunting him.
oh, but I love Anderson when he's like
Oh,
swatting
yeah,
at the
yeah.
fake bees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alex,
like-
people love to taunt Silva because Diaz did that too. Nate Diaz taunted.
Oh,
Anderson
remember when he
Silva they
laid down on
fought?
the ground?
Yeah,
and
he
went
laid
like
down and
he was
posed,
pretending
yeah.
to like
And
lay
he
out.
like stood there. He was like leaning up against the cage. People love to taunt Anderson Silva because he taunts them back.
And then the one time he just stood still, right? And he's like, and Silva's like to his right, and he's just standing there
just
real
in the
still,
middle of
like
the ring.
not moving at all. And he's just like, "Come on, come
Yeah,
at me.
People
Let's
just
go.
love
Let's do
to
this."
taunt Silva, but he's one of those guys that's I think he's past his prime, past the best parts of his career. Here's Yoel. Look out! Oh my God, he's massive.
Oh yeah, that was
Soldier
him laying
guy.
out. I think it was Rockhold.
Yeah, that's one thing I didn't know. So he's got vicious ground and pound.
Or was it
he's
Weidman?
He's
I
just
forget.
relentless.
For
That
a,
knee
for a
too.
40-year-old, he's. I mean,
He's ripped.
yeah, he's.
How many years?
Look how mad.
I see you
I
soon,
mean,
boy.
he's in great shape for his age.
And again, it still amazes me every time I find out he's fighting at middleweight. That's crazy.
Oh, there it is. There, look. It was funny during
the
that
Izzy
the
fight?
Silva and Adesanya fight. Silva was just taking shots, like with his guard down and acting like not like it's nothing.
That's Silva's thing though. Is he always has his guard down? I think because he thinks his head movement is that leagues above everybody else.
It
and
is
it's
pretty
also,
good.
he disrespects his opponent when he does that. It really gets
Yes,
in their head when you
right,
think.
yes.
Because you see in the Forrest Griffin fight, Forrest Griffin starts getting pissed because he can't hit Silva.
Right.
He can't seem to land
Right.
anything, and he just tires himself out coming forward. And Silva just clocks him. It wasn't even a hard hit, but he just hits
Right.
Griffin, and Griffin's just down.
Yeah, you're
He's
right. It
just
doesn't
done.
ever have to be hard as long as
So,
it's clean and right on the chin.
It's the head movement of Anderson Silva. But again, relying on that is what got him knocked out. Really bad a couple times. He relies on the head movement, doesn't put his hands up.
Got a little too cocky.
Yeah,
with
gets
the
a
wrong
little
person.
too cocky, a little too confident, and then just gets clocked. And at that point, it's over. Here we go, going through the prelims. Sean O'Malley, Marco Madsen. Sean O'Malley versus Jose Quinet. Quinones. I knew how to say his name. I'm just gonna call him Taco. That's his nickname. Here we go. Giga Chikadze and Jamal Emmers. Jamal Emmers coming out of the LFA, and Chikadze coming off of his second UFC fight.
Both featherweights.
Yeah, last 5 fights he was 4-1. Yeah, look at this big kickboxing career. He's gone through kickboxing, and again, only what did I say? He was 31, right? Yeah, 31 years old, and he has an impressive kickboxing career already.
I was gonna say he might have some lethal kicks, man.
Yeah, he's got some mean kicks. How did he win his last? Oh yeah, split decision, but it was really a draw. Here's Emmers on the Contender Series, and he does very well. Here's him in the LFA. He knocked that dude out. He got him. Oh no, he knocked him. He pretty much knocked him out and then submitted him. Got him in an arm triangle. He's very impressive. So this would be a good one. I don't know who I'm rooting for this one, but this is the fight in the early prelims I was excited for. I think I'm gonna go with Emmers though. I was on Giga, but I like Emmers too much.
See how he can withstand those kicks.
Yeah, but I think what might play a factor for Emmers is this is his first official UFC fight. He was on the Contender Series and then again in LFA, but a first official UFC debut. So on the big stage, he might have some jitters. He might get a little
have some butterflies in his stomach.
Yeah, a little too quick with it, but
hopefully he can
he's got to calm down, focus on his very good wrestling. He's a great wrestler. So we'll see if he can utilize that against Giga, but he might be careful. He might shoot in for a takedown and Giga might kick his head off.
True.
So we'll have to wait and see for that. But here we go. This is the early prelims one. Like I said, I was excited for. I'm very excited for this. I think a lot of people that aren't there in the stands right now are going to miss a good fight. I think this will be a good one.
Yeah, I never understand people who go to the UFC and don't watch all the fights.
Yeah, if I'm paying for those tickets, I'm getting all 11, 12 fights.
Fuck yeah.
That they offer.
What?
No, it's just like he's dancing his whole way out. Like he's just like two-stepping. Like he seems like he's real comfortable, like ready to go.
But
he's like acting like Chris Brown right now, doing some dance.
The one with chicken, Brian, is chicken and spinach with garlic sauce.
Like he about to go on stage.
Look at him.
Backup dancer.
He looks like he's part of Boys to Men.
Better channel that inner Chris Brown knockout power. You know?
So
I had that
Holy
joke while I was
shit.
standing there.
Holy
And I
shit.
wasn't at the mic. I was like, damn, I want to say this so bad. But, alright, that's all I came back for.
Oh, fuck.
Man, he's not fighting Rihanna. Stop it.
Henry Cejudo might. He was ready to fight Jean-Wei Li. Giga Chikadze.
Sounds like somebody from like Naruto.
Slap the mic, I'm sorry. Yeah, it sounds like a clan from Naruto. Chikadze. It sounds like a clan.
It sounds like
a move in Naruto.
Hand movements. Chikadze. You watch a beam out of your hand.
I wonder if his leg kick power is over 9,000.
He's relying on that Rock Lee style of fighting.
Oh, that's Izzy. That's straight Izzy.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, that is.
That
Izzy.
is straight Izzy.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Because he's just straight, like, I don't know how to explain it.
Just all striking all the time. I mean,
Yeah.
because of the kickboxing background, he's got the.
It's like he has no special. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like he's just.
What's it? Taijutsu is what
Because he has no, like jiu-jitsu or like.
Well, yeah, his one thing is the striking is his best aspect because he doesn't have any other aspects to focus on. I get what you're saying. Oh yeah, another thing about this fight, Giga Chikadze is tall. He's very tall. I think he's a 6-footer.
So those leg kicks to the head might come into play.
Does have a distinct height advantage.
Like kickboxing
He
background
might,
too.
he might try to bring those knees up to him.
Yeah, but Jamal might want to take him to the ground and try and.
Chikadze is 6 foot, while Jamal Emmers is 5'8". So
Oh shit.
decent height differential.
He's
Both
a
these
total
guys,
opposite.
When they're in the ring, very calm, very relaxed.
I was gonna say,
Well,
like
within the wheelhouse.
he looks
know-
really calm right now as
yeah.
opposed to the other guy who's ready
Jamal
to.
Emmers came out, hopping around, but in his LFA fight, he was very calm. He was calculated,
Cody, you want me to pull that table closer so you can still like get up?
Yeah, that's cool.
All right.
Both these guys very young, 30 and 31. Plenty of fight left in them through their careers. Come up here and
Virtually, they're pretty much the same.
Oh, Bruce
As far as
Buffer's
reach and height.
suit.
Yeah, dude, he always comes with nice suits.
Yeah.
That is
It's a little hypnotizing though.
I love that. Shit, man.
Doesn't he change it throughout the night?
No, it's
Oh.
always the same
I
one.
always thought he changed his jacket like when it came to like towards the end of the night, like when it came to the.
That'd be dope.
I don't know.
That'd be super baller.
Just loaded in with like 3 or 4 jackets.
No,
I
it's-
swear he does.
No, it should be 3. One for the early prelims,
Yeah.
the prelims, and then the main card.
I thought he did that.
That'd be
Nah, it
awesome.
just
Okay.
changes every single event. Dude, he's got the flyest fucking suits.
Mhm.
It's insane that him and his brother are like just known for
Announcing
announcing fights.
combat violence.
yeah.
Combat sports. Yeah, that looks
Like,
like,
they
Dave
both have
Chappelle.
They both have the voice for it, and just
And again, I think one of the Buffer's sons also does that. He does it for like a smaller circuit. I can't remember which one, but I'm pretty sure one of their sons does that too.
he's coming out with a kick.
I knew it!
I told
Yep.
you. I told you he was coming out with a kick.
We should have took the bet.
Oh, I knew it. Giga with
Kickboxing
the
background,
kick.
yeah, Giga.
First move with the kick.
Giga
Spinning
does
kick
have
out
good
of
takedown defense, but I think he needs to stay lower in grappling. I think he people take advantage of his height when trying to shoot for takedowns on him. At least in his last fight, that was exploited a lot. So we'll see if Emmers, with the boxing and wrestling background, can really take advantage of that.
Oh, that kick is so fast.
Both fighters you see here, yeah, Giga looking to open up with more of that kickboxing.
Ooh. What is this little like?
Little hop.
Oh, he might
caught
have.
him. He
He
caught
did-
him.
he
He
did a
almost
little bit.
slept
Caught him
him.
coming in.
Nice kick to the body from Emmers, but I'm worried Giga's getting too impatient right now. He's
Yeah,
pressuring
he's
him a
getting too
lot.
aggressive. I did not see
Yeah.
this in his last fight. He was not this aggressive. He usually stayed back and looked to counter.
Yeah, and he could get countered here.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Or
he's the one
even-
pushing. I think he needs to calm down a little bit.
Oh, he barely
Trying
dodged
for a high
that front
kick,
kick. Yeah. Oh, that kick is so fucking quick.
Yeah, again, you'll probably see Emmers here shoot for. He might try and shoot for a takedown earlier than he has before, just because of the opponent he's facing. They want to close the distance here and try to avoid those kicks. Get it more into his wheelhouse, which is the wrestling and the ground game. But we'll see, because like I said in the last fight, Emmers he shot for the takedown quite late. So might try to adopt the same thing too. Get a read on his opponent and look for an opening. See what the game plan is for him and his coaching staff.
Throwing a lot of leg kicks from Giga.
That's good though. You know, you got to stay active with those. If ain't much else landing, I'd just attack the calf, make him try and switch stance, make it harder to walk on, and then maybe you can move in, catch him.
Yeah, that would slow down Emmers' wrestling and his ability to do takedowns if that leg is very compromised.
Well, that worries me if then Emmers would want to switch it up and just stay on the ground,
Mhm.
give the leg a rest. That was a weird, kick to the body followed up by, a Superman punch with all the momentum. That was so weird.
Giga seems to be advancing a lot in this fight now. He seems to be the one initiating the contact, whereas Emmers is
He's getting cocky now, too.
play defense, yeah.
Yeah, I believe
is-
Jamal's just feeling him out.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
round.
That's what he's doing. I think he's
He's
taking
not
this
doing
round,
too much.
and maybe he's going to take part of the second to get a read on his opponent. And a lot of guys adopting that oblique kick. Beneficial, but is sometimes looked down upon.
Why?
I don't know. It just seems some fighters see it as you're looking more to permanently injure your opponent than you are to
Ooh.
just do damage for the
Nah, he
fight.
blocked
and
that.
Win. Like I said, I don't have any personal preference on it. That's just what I know. A lot of people look down on that style
I mean,
of fighting.
you're
going for
doing
oblique
permanent
kicks.
damage every time you enter that
That's
octagon.
true too. Yeah, so
damage to the head.
Again, I think he might try and shoot for that more just to try and get Giga off of throwing those leg kicks and adopt his kickboxing style.
You're getting a little fancy out there.
Yeah, getting a little bit
A little
unique with the
spin kick.
striking.
Channeling style bender. Round feels like it's taking forever.
Yeah, Emmer's just really feeling him out. He's not really throwing anything too crazy or too advancing, whereas Giga's the one just always initiating now, and just he's mostly just using his height and his length to his advantage, just at distance.
Yeah, when you got 6 foot legs and shit,
Yeah, it's hard to
you
get
don't have
away
to
from
nowhere
that
near
shit.
'em.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's dancing with him.
Yeah, he's channeling inner style bender.
Oh!
Wow, what
Almost
a
a
kick.
spinning back fist.
That looked like he
They
accidentally
stare
hit him
down
with
right
his
there.
fist and came around with the leg.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's what stunned him
That was-
early in the first round.
that straight right.
Yeah,
Or
look at that.
overhead right. And
That
then
was such a
nice
weird.
kicks, nice body kicks. Again with the body kick.
Yeah, Giga definitely won that.
Yeah, Giga's staying the more active fighter, but we'll see if Jamal Emmers will turn it up in the second.
Tried to
Ooh,
get him with a
Emmers threw a spinning back kick, and Giga threw like a big spin kick. Very strange, or like a flip kick. I guess you gotta stay unique, keep your opponent on his toes and everything.
great thing about Izzy. Never know what's coming.
Both of these
He
guys
always keeps you on your toes.
surprisingly
You never
showing
know.
Except Yoel's never
Look
on
at
the
these
ground.
guys.
Yeah, Yoel's never been finished. That's one thing that is.
No, I meant like because he's always just moving at such a
Mhm.
high pace. He's like always just floating around the
Yeah.
octagon.
Yeah, he's so fast.
He
He's
moves like a
fast and he's
cartoon
big.
character.
Yeah, he does. Very strange. But that weird thing throws people off.
Yeah.
To benefit him. Here we go in the second round of
Oh,
Chikadze versus Emmers.
barely
Yeah,
missed
Emmers now opening up a little bit with
that
something
flying
unique.
knee. God damn. He just connects once with that kick. He's going down. But Emmer's just got to watch out for that left hook from Giga.
Things are starting to heat up now.
Yeah, Emmers does get heated up later in the rounds, so we might see him open up a little bit more. Might even shoot for a takedown here, but maybe we'll see that wrestling style come out of him.
Definitely putting a little bit more pressure on.
Emmers with the boxing background, I mean, you could see him avoiding the kicks. He does have good head movement. That was something that was noted in his LFA career. Yeah, does have good movement, good avoidance, and striking.
Emmer's trying to catch those kicks now.
Good combination
Yeah,
there
that
by
was
Chikadze.
Very good combination.
Big
Oh, yeah.
takedown by
Emmers.
Jamal.
Yep,
Yep,
he's
that
tired of
was
it.
Shot for that takedown. And this is where the wrestling's going to come in. And let's see if Giga has the wrestling defense, the ground defense to counter Emmers. Because this is more Emmers' wheelhouse right here.
Yeah, Giga's in a bad spot. That's such a weird camera angle. The quality shit. There we go.
Like I said, like I told you before, they need to adopt the referee body cam. That would be cool. to see in a
Yeah.
fight.
The ref POV.
Yeah, exactly. Emmers looking to make a pass here.
Oh, he's
Ooh,
using that shoulder,
the
that
shoulder
Connor
finish.
technique.
Yeah.
Oh, and Giga reverses. He's on
Giga
top now.
flipped him. Nice.
That's huge by Giga.
Now in half.
If he can get some ground and pound in. Oh, here it
There we
comes.
go.
And
we got
oh,
lucky
watch
with
those
the
up kicks. And now we're
Jamal's
back on.
back up on his feet.
Oh,
Oh,
eye
the
poke.
eye poke.
That'll be all right. Attempted another takedown
Oh,
and a flying knee.
Missed.
Oh God, I bumped the mic again. God damn it, I'm sorry.
Motherfucker.
I
Put the fucking
I
mic
should
up.
Put it up. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'll move it up a little bit.
Oh, what did he hit him with?
We're
Caught him with a
stumbling a
low
little
left.
Yeah, that
But he's
Going
fine.
into the clinch now.
probably stung him,
Under
though.
2 minutes now to go in the second round here.
Did
And
get
things
Emmers
are-
a little shaky there,
They're starting to heat up
but
now.
Yeah, Jamal with double underhooks
Good.
right now.
good awareness to go into the clinch, recover a little bit.
Jamal can trip Giga. This will be a good position for him.
Well, yeah, Jamal's looking for a takedown here.
Giga looks good, though. He's staying calm. It looks like he's know what he's doing.
And They're giving each other no space right now.
It's so hard to take someone who's like that much taller than you down too. Oh, that was a close shot of the groin, and
He
almost
got
got it. He still might get it here.
him. All up against the fence now.
He's using a lot of
Giga with the
energy.
underhooks.
Yeah.
1 minute to go.
Back to the stand-up game. Yeah, Jamal Emmers really opened up here in the second round with more takedowns, or more takedown attempts and some groundwork, but did not get much out of it because Giga was able to reverse it.
I believe the fists are about to start flying now.
Yeah, once the third round comes in, both these guys open up more, especially Emmers.
Giga's got some good takedown defense.
Still trying for those leg kicks to the head. Haven't been very successful at that lately.
He'll land one.
I think he's just thrown it to keep Emmers in check, keep him
Right.
at distance,
Yep,
keep him away, you know.
Third round knockout by Giga via head kick.
You think so? You think that he'll take the kickboxer over the wrestler?
I think Jamal's gonna take this in the third. I think he's really gonna open up, put some pressure on him.
Put more takedowns in.
Yeah, definitely.
You're wrong.
I don't know shit about him.
Yeah, like I said, I was
None of
big
us
on,
do.
I was big on Giga too before this fight, just because of that kickboxing record.
I just like the sound.
I
I feel like I know what I'm talking about.
massive.
You know,
Yeah.
just want to sound like
Yeah, there was Emmers with that
Okay,
quick
Skip
takedown.
Bayless.
Skip Bayless.
Oh, wow. What the disrespect of Skip Bayless. Look at that explosiveness by Giga, able to just explode with the hips and able to turn Emmers on his back. And then coming in with a nice combination. Oh, yeah, that did
barely.
stun him.
That barely hit him though. Actually,
Sometimes it's enough, though. At least it made him stumble, put him on his back a little bit. But, yeah, Emmers definitely opened up in the second round, but I think I'd still give it to Giga. Even though Emmers did have the takedown, Giga with the reversal and some good stunning punches on Emmers. So I have Giga winning both those rounds.
I wonder how many points that is for like just the reversal and laying two significant strikes there. Is that more than a takedown?
That depends on the judge because
Yeah.
sometimes in the judge, I mean,
No, you're
In that-
right.
yeah, it all depends
It's
on the judge.
scored
What a
differently
judge values
by the
more.
judge, or is
What do
there
you
like
mean?
set points for certain?
I believe
I-
there's set points for
there's-
certain things.
There's set points and things do look a lot better, but it does sometimes. There's always a discussion on, does a meaningless takedown, is that worth anything? If you took the opponent down, but he got right back up.
Oh, okay,
Is that really worth anything?
gotcha.
And in some judges' eyes, that's worth a lot. Is a takedown.
I feel like if he goes down, it goes down. You know, it should be a point,
These guys are
regardless
really
of how fast he gets back up. But all right, let's see what they do here in the third round.
yeah. They're 30 seconds in already, and they are just throwing like just heat right now.
Yeah, both these guys don't gas either. They have good gas tanks. You could tell just by the way they're moving right now. They're still seem very fresh in the fight. Sure, we'll see something interesting come out of the third round here. Get able to stuff.
You know what this reminds me of? John Jones versus Dom Reyes, because they kind of
They kind of look like them.
yeah.
They kind of, well, especially
Although-
Giga.
Yeah, Giga for sure.
Less experience than those two, and
Well-
not as meaningful of a fight. As
It's
that
kind
one
of
was.
like kind of a repeat in a sense. Dom's not letting John take him
Do
down.
anything.
Giga's doing the same,
I
Oh,
suppose so.
nice
yeah.
hit.
and Dom won that fight probably.
So you think it's
Maybe.
gonna be a repeat? It's gonna go to decision, and Emmers is gonna win over Giga.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Giga's
Ooh, he
winning,
gave him
bro.
straight left.
Ooh,
Giga's
straight
gonna-
right
unless
from
Emmers
Emmers.
can,
Giga's taking
open
some
something
punches.
up here.
Oh, Giga might get caught.
Ooh,
I'm
Nice
scared
combination by Emmers here.
Yeah, I
Quick
feel.
jab.
because he
I
keeps.
can see that. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
he keeps
it
going
looks
in
like
this.
He wants to go for the knockout.
But his head movement's not that great. He keeps going in the same spot. It's like down and to the right.
But they're both trading punches. Like,
Yeah.
Good head
they're both
movement by
connecting really
Emmers.
well right now, and honestly, this could go either way. I feel like either of them can get knocked out right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, either
They're
of them.
trading
Both of
so
them have
much.
The way they're
power.
trading off right now, it's just
Ooh, did he hit him there? He might have stung him.
I don't think so.
Giga's
I
looking
think Giga
worse.
just tripped a little bit, may have slipped.
Giga's looking really rough though. He looks like he's breathing harder. Yeah, Emmers is looking good, and he's putting on the pressure, constantly walking him down. But Giga could connect with that left hook, man.
Could
Emmers,
catch him really good
Emmers
there.
might walk into it.
Emmers might get a little too confident here in the third round, might try and look for something, and Giga could catch him. Or it could go the other way around. Giga might get a little antsy and look for the knockout.
Yeah, he's breathing heavy.
2 minutes remaining, and both these
Fuck.
guys not showing much. I thought this would definitely open
I
up more in the
think
third.
I think Giga might lose this if
This
God.
round keeps up the way it does.
Yeah, he's looking really bad right now.
Emmers has definitely opened up more here in these later rounds.
Here's a kick. Haven't seen that in a while.
I know.
He hadn't thrown that all this round.
He's too tired.
Kind of kept it away. You think coming from a kickboxing background, you wouldn't get tired like this.
Ooh,
But I guess the
that was-
wrestling really tired him out.
That was awkward. That movement from him is weird.
It
Yeah,
does
he's
look-
just
I think
retreating.
The tables have turned now. It seems
Yeah.
that Jamal is now pushing Giga back and putting the pressure on him. And
Yeah, Emmers now much more. He's advanced much more in these
Look at
second
him.
and third rounds.
Those
Well,
breaths
He's piecing him up too.
his right eye is a little
swollen.
swollen there.
He's got to hang in here for one more minute. Oh, you
Oh,
got to be
another one.
careful.
Another
He's
one.
just
Emmers
walking
is
into
yeah,
him.
He's just catching him with these like single shots.
there, takedown, but-
Ooh.
Oh, that's
Little
big for him.
takedown.
Yeah,
that
it
is
still
very
counts
big for
though.
Emmers.
He definitely won this round.
I think Emmers did win this round.
But-
It's all up to that. I think the second round really, because I
Yeah,
think
'cause
Giga
that's-
did win the
second
first
round
one.
can-
but I
They're,
think the
Definitely.
second
you
one
know
could have
what?
gone either
That
This
way.
is going to go to Emmers. This is probably going to go to Emmers. That takedown in the second round probably secured it for him. Ooh,
Little
big
ground-
hammer fist.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, nice ground and pound. But those legs, man, those legs are
could
crazy.
get caught by one.
Oh my God!
It's happened.
He was on his back and his legs were reaching his chin.
Those up kicks,
Man got
man, are
giraffe
no joke.
legs.
Emmers with a very solid UFC debut here. Really turned it up late in the game and really
Yeah,
just kept
I
coming.
think Jamal took
Good
this fight.
combinations. Baited 2 jabs there and came in with a big right.
Shit,
And
I
then
don't,
just these,
Oh man, that was straight on
these
the
straight
nose.
right hands that he was throwing out.
I don't think I put Giga in too many parlays. At least one or two. Damn. Yeah.
Emmers was the favorite going into this.
He could have got knocked out.
Look at those legs, though.
I
man.
know. If one of those connected. See here who's the winner.
Yeah, very good showing here by Emmers. Very impressive. Good patience. Good wrestling too. Good takedowns.
Yeah, feeling him out in the first round was key, I think. He didn't really utilize a whole lot of energy, so he was good for 2 and 3 and figured him out, and you know, he let Giga throw all he had until he couldn't throw anything at all.
Yeah. Giga did really slow down the third round. I was surprised because his last couple fights he did have a good gas tank and was able to throw, but I don't know. Maybe the wrestling of Emmers was too much for him, tiring him out.
Let's see.
Unanimous or were we split?
Definitely split.
Ooh,
Hey!
Giga did
Giga,
win.
really?
You know what's funny?
Wow.
They always announce who won by split decision when they announce like the second scoring. If if say like when Bruce Buffer he did Emmers, you would know because he did it first that he lost.
I've never noticed that.
I think they do that every time. Someone pointed that out, and I think it's
Yeah, we'll have to take a
True.
look at that every time they do split decisions. Find
because I think they did that for the Felder fight too.
So whoever scores the highest when he mentions the second person, ultimately is the person who wins the fight. Is what you're
Right,
saying.
yeah.
So the first when they say 28-29, Jamal
Yeah,
the first time,
lost.
you're saying he would be the one that loses.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well,
Giga with the 4-fight win streak here, advancing to 9-2, and Jamal Emmers losing in his UFC debut. That's kind of sad. But yeah, that's the way the game goes. I think it was a lot to do with that first round, and like I said, I think the second round could have gone either way. I think the second round was it for a lot of the judges because I think that reversal really helped him out.
everything's going according to plan though.
Did you bet on Giga or did you bet on Jamal?
I think I
'Cause
had a
Jamal
parlay
was
with
the-
Jamal, but I did have 1 or 2 with Giga.
Because Jamal was the favorite for that.
Well, yeah, that's right. Yeah, he was.
So, yeah, you might want to check that because you didn't bet this one.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Might be something you guys might wanna check on here. But yeah, that's it for the early prelims. Because the women's fight was canceled. So two nice prelims. One with a nice knockout, and then one with a split decision victory for Giga, the big kickboxing guy. We'll see. Good event so far. Prelims coming up here. First fight. Garland. Oh God, how do you say his last name? Mershart. Gerald Mershart. Why did I put Garland? Gerald Mershart. I'm sorry. I fat fingered this dude's name. Mershart. Yeah. Where's Darren Wynn? Oh yeah, he has an odd record. But yeah, very good showing.
Hey, Dylan here. Thanks for listening to another episode of Chattin Action with Brian and I. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Chattin Action, Instagram Chattin Action, YouTube Chattin Action, and anywhere you can listen to podcasts. And speaking of podcasts, if you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. It's free. It's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more platforms. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. You can download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Thanks for listening, and make sure to check out the next 2 parts of UFC 248